Do you also think about Valorant Agent 8 at random times of your day? No? Just us? Well, lore enthusiasts would understand how it feels to know that a whole agent is missing from the game, and their whereabouts are unknown. The Alpha and Omega Earth are dangerous places to be unless you're living in a bubble, quite literally for Pearl inhabitants. There are multiple Radianite blasts every day, backstabbing moles and soul-swallowing radiants. In this cursed world, an agent is lost, or worse, held against their will. This is serious. For those new to Valorant lore, each agent is assigned a unique ID when recruited. For example, Brimstone is Agent 1, Viper is Agent 2, and so on. Valorant was released with agents from Agent 1 to Agent 13, but agent numbers 4, 8, and 11 were initially missing. Riot eventually added them to the roster, stacking it up to 24 agents in 2023. Now, 3 years have passed by, and one slot is yet to be filled. In terms of ID numbers, Valorant has 24 agents, but in terms of the total count, there are 23. Riot just quietly skipped over number 8, releasing Phoenix after Sage. Since Valorant is a heavily mechanical shooter game, and FPS players don't care about much as long as they rank up and pop heads, this mystery got swept under the rug. But no more. We have some theories and guesses about Valorant Agent 8 and their disappearance. Were they a double agent or fooling the Omega Legion? Did they get kidnapped, or are they just lost in the labyrinth? You might want to hold your jaw before we dive into the possible explanations behind Agent 8's disappearance from Valorant and the face of the Earth, both Alpha and Omega in this case. If you're keen to know more about Valorant Agent 8, please leave a like under this video. While at it, don't forget to hit the red subscribe icon for similar videos. We have tons of mind-boggling theories about Valorant agents that are worth your time. Agent 8 is easily the game's biggest mystery. We know that Riot didn't skip them over by mistake, and that they exist, knowing that each character in Valorant has a family, a strong personality, and emotions. It's concerning to think that Valorant Agent 8 is locked up somewhere as we speak, or lost in the abyss. Valorant Agent 8 used to be a mystery for a few of those who were truly invested in the lore. Initially, some even thought that Riot had probably made an error in the count, and there was no Agent 8. And then the warm-up cinematic was released. An eagle-eyed player spotted a critical piece of information that would change the lore forever. The Episode 4 cinematic shows agents butting heads with MaxBot. Before the duels begin, Phoenix walks towards the lockers, and that's when we spot something that would change the Valorant lore forever. Between lockers 7 and 9, there's another locker with a scratched-out ID. This cinematic confirms that Agent 8 is real and has a strong story behind their missing status. This is all the confirmation we need from Riot to know that Agent 8 didn't just leave one day in peace. Their ID was scratched out, which means the protocol was not on good terms with them when they left. Valorant Episode 6 cinematic revelation further fans this theory. In this cinematic, Riot reasserts that Agent 8 existed in Alpha Earth's counterpart as well. Over at Legion HQ, there's a quick shot of their lockers where ID number 8's locker doesn't even exist. It seems that Legion is trying hard to keep their existence under wraps. What could possibly be the reason? When you connect the two cinematics, Agent 8 looks like someone who has displeased both sides. This suggests that our missing agent likely betrayed Omega Legion for Alpha Protocol. It's possible that Omega Earth sent Agent 8 to Alpha Earth for a secret mission, but they decided to stay there. However, Alpha Protocol eventually discovered their ulterior motive and had to kick them out, hence removing Agent ID from the locker. This would explain why Omega is trying so hard to act as if Agent 8 doesn't exist. They're just trying to be sneaky since they literally sent a mole into their enemy's HQ. But there's a minor flaw with this theory. If being a double agent is grounds for rejection, why is Chamber still part of the protocol? Clearly, the Alpha Earth is more forgiving. If they gave Chamber a second chance, what made Agent 8 an exception to forgiveness? Chamber did save Sage and Brimstone, but betrayal is betrayal, and knowing Brimstone, he would make sure the same rules apply to all. Agent 8 must have done something exceedingly terrible to deserve banishment. There are plenty of dead family members of other agents in Valorant, from Cypher to Viper, everyone's mourning. Could it be possible that Agent 8 played a role in these deaths? This brings us to our second theory. Agent 8 has been abducted. Alpha Protocol could have sent their best spy on a mission to Omega Earth. However, they couldn't complete the mission and ended up in a trap set by Omega Earth, who kidnapped them. When Agent 8 didn't return, Alpha Earth started a search party, and upon failing to find Agent 8, they just assumed that their spy had betrayed them, leading to a scratched-out ID number. Or even worse, Legion forced them to say things that caused misunderstanding between Agent 8 and the Protocol. But there's one agent in Valorant who has a tilted moral compass and continues to stay in touch with his Omega counterpart. We're talking about Chamber. Morally gray Chamber has a history of playing on both sides and exploiting information to his benefit. We know that he was behind the destruction of the Collider at Fracture, and he has been trying to reactivate the teleporters with the help of Omega Chamber for an unknown purpose. He is so desperate to complete his mission that he even asks Neon to help him reactivate the teleporter with her energy, which she declines. What could be the reason behind Chamber's incessant effort to try and activate the portals on Fracture? Our theory is that he's related to Valorant Agent 8, who he's trying to release from Omega Earth by creating a bridge between the two Earths. But it's a long shot, since he was also the one who destroyed a factory and killed many scientists in the process. He doesn't seem like a softie at heart, even if it's his own family member. However, he may have something to gain from Agent 8's release. Our final theory makes the most sense due to ample proof. 2 years ago, in June, Riot held a Valorant lore AMA which answered many questions, including the status of missing Agent 8.
And delivering on that initial promise. And there will always be more to do, more to get right, improve upon, do better on. So we've been doing a lot of that. But that's not all we've been doing. We've also been working on some new stuff, some stuff we're excited to bring to you over the next year.
Valorant developer Riot Parmcheesy confirmed that Agent isn't dead, which is a relief. He further elaborated that Agent 8 had gone somewhere and would join the roster once they were back. The developer didn't provide a timeline, but it sent lore masters and Valorant theorists into a frenzy. Is Valorant Agent 8 still on some mission? If that's the case, then Valorant lore is just beginning, and we love that. Riot has been teasing an hourglass sign and different objects for 2 years now. First, the Memento Mori card in Episode 1, which includes an hourglass keychain. Then in Episode 2, there was an Infinity Gun bundle, which had a weapon with the number 8 stamped on it. It's as if Riot is trying to tease something with the infinity sign. It's also not a coincidence that the infinity sign resembles the number 8. We gleaned from these clues that our Valorant Agent 8 is a time meddler. So far, we have only one agent who truly tinkers with the different dimensions. That's Yoru. Having another agent who excels at toying with time would be pretty exciting. So it's possible that our Valorant Agent 8 is traveling somewhere or is existing in a different reality doing the kingdom's work, and they will join the roster when they return from travel. However, it's been a while, and Agent 8 isn't back, and we can't help but think they're stuck in the time loop. Remember Yoru's voice message to Brimstone saying someone was calling for him when he traveled to S22 Icebox?
Brimstone, something happened at S22. I was walking to worship again when I felt something different. The dimensional fabric was weaker there, older. I could feel seams that someone left a long time ago. And then I fell into a space that wasn't just A to B. It felt more like now to then. I pushed forward as far as I could. And Brimstone, I heard someone calling to me. I didn't have time to answer before the rift closed. But I swear to you, I knew her voice.
According to Yoru, it felt like someone was calling for him from the past. Maybe Yoru would become a more significant part here, since he's the only one who can travel through time. Perhaps he was able to communicate with Agent 8 because they share similar time-meddling powers. If we go with Yoru's voicemail, then it certainly sounds like our Agent 8 is stuck or lost somewhere cold and empty like Icebox. Riot has the habit of dropping teasers and clues here and there before an agent releases, but Agent 8 has been behind the curtain for more than 3 years now. Their teasers have been seldom, creating wild hype around them. It does make you think, what if they're not like your regular agent? If they were, their teasers would resemble that of other new agents. But Riot has stretched the teasers for too long. Could it mean that the upcoming Agent 8 would change Valorant? Here's our wild out-of-the-box theory. Riot has shut down rumors of a new category of agents, but we can't shake off the fact that Legion didn't have a locker for Agent 8 at all. This leads us to wonder if Riot would ever roll out a site-specific agent. Hear us out. What if Agent 8 is only available for Defenders? Since Protocol is supposed to be the good guys, lore-wise, they have a locker with the Agent ID scratched out. What if Agent 8 returns and is only available to play on the Defender side? An agent who has been teased for over 2 years has to have a more significant impact on lore and even gameplay. Maybe we're just reaching, but it's not that wild. But if we run with this theory, Riot must add another attacker-specific agent to balance the gameplay. Valorant is a lore-heavy FPS game. Anything is possible, so keep an open mind. This is all we have for now, but we're still looking for more clues and information to make sense of Agent 8's missing status from the roster. Do subscribe to our channel to keep in touch with more lore analysis like this one. If you like this video, make sure to leave a like and share it with friends.